Hi everyone, this is Robin Valentine. Every time about this year, I get people asking me how to glue down their eyebrows. This year, it's been a lot more people than usual, so I thought it was time to upload a tutorial on how I glue my eyebrows down. This is from years of experience, trial and error, and just techniques I've learned from other people along the ways. You're going to want to begin by taking rubbing alcohol on a cloth and running it through your eyebrows. Go against the hair and also clean off the surrounding area to remove any oil or dirt that would prevent the proper adhesion to the skin. You'll want to use a purple glue stick. That way, when it dries clear, you'll know that the next layer is good to go. But also, you want to make sure that it's a vibrant purple, because if it's a dull purple, that means the glue stick is dry, and therefore it's going to be harder to use. What I personally use to comb my eyebrows in an upward direction is an edge brush for the edges of your hair. It's not super sharp or rough, and I use it at an angle just to also help gently comb the hairs against my skin. Once everything's brushed upward, I take a glue stick and I press the hairs back down because they can kind of lift a little when you comb them. So next, I'm using a cloth again, but not rubbing alcohol this time. It's actually a damp cloth with water, and I'm running it along the edges of where I've glued my eyebrows down, just to make sure there's no thick areas that are going to cause ridges under the foundation. And I'm also just adding one more layer of glue before we powder. I personally recommend using a loose powder because I have found that the glue is going to want to grab onto the powder puff, and by using a loose powder, it makes it more likely for the glue to just hold on to the product versus the tool. Make sure you start off patting in the powder lightly, because pressing it in right away, that again is going to make the glue try to grab onto the powder puff. So once you're done, the glue has dried, you can go ahead and brush off the excess product. And from now on, each new layer is just going to be adding glue over top your glued down eyebrow. And then you'll follow again with a light powdering before you go ahead and use more pressure. Do this 2 or 3 times. The final layer is actually taking a big old glop of glue and applying it directly onto the eyebrow. I use this tool for, I believe it's picking up acrylic dip. I know it's a nail tool, but I can't think of the official name right now. And I just spread that little gloop of glue that I got out all along the area, just as evenly as possible, before I go ahead and take my small glue stick and blend it out, essentially. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get it as smooth as possible. If there are areas that are thick, you can just take the wet cloth and smooth it out. But just be careful not to smooth it out too much, because that can reactivate the glue that's underneath. So now I'm just taking my foundation and going over the eyebrow so you can see. If you want, at some point you could definitely introduce a face powder to help cover up the color of the eyebrow. I personally don't, just because I'm going to have big old eyeshadow over top. But also color correcting works really well. Oranges and reds, they are opposite on the color wheel and will neutralize the brow color. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.